Zombie Nation.
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball is teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from the bank. Return starts at the 3. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
It's hot! It's hot! 180! It's hot! 180! It's hot! It's hot!
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Lamar off the play fake. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 35 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now with Jackson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. I'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. They'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Steelers have a first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here's Howard, 1st and 10. This one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On 2nd down, Warren. He finds space for a few yards that time. That's Odafe Owe with the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. And he put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, and they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
New set of downs from the 37.
Middle.
From the pistol, Henry. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. That'll be the end of one in his AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, here's Lamar. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets it into a good spot. Just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. Buying some time right. Throws this one deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Going for it with Warren. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To the air, Howard. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and short, Howard. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Warren here from the gun. Escapes the defender. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Warren once more. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Ravens 7-yard line.
Again, they give to Warren. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
DC,
This is second and 6 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Lamar now from the gun. The left side caught by Andrews. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. Andrews with the catch. It's inside the 10. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown.
Kid, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Dante Kent with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Howard. Wilson on the slant. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st down, Howard. Forced out to his right. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Connects on the crosser. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. Fourth down, pass coming. Headed out right. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Stout all set to send this one away. Kent on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. A run from Warren here to start the third. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Throwing here, Howard. Here's the dump off to Warren. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. First and 10 from the 43.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now a give to Johnson, coming right. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They go play fake with Jackson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
13 yards.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. The Tennessee rookie picks it off. And the Steelers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Howard. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A give left side to Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses, and typically it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Thought he had a touchdown there, and that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And it's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lamar off to play fake. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
50-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Report!
Pistol snap to Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Offense up to the line fast. So we're through 3 here. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short. Completion, because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
180! Sit hot! 180!
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Continued excellence from this defense as they force another interception, Brock, and now a chance at some redemption for their offense. Had to settle for a field goal after that last pick. Now they get a chance at a touchdown once again.
Yeah, and we know this, Kate. We know the turnover margin in these games is so often a dictator, but when you add points off those turnovers and takeaways, well, you often end in the winning ledger more times than not.
And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Complete right side to Washington. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Looking quickly here. Third and short. Howard escapes the pocket. Sends this to the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Howard to throw on fourth. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the fourth down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On first down, Warren. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9. At the Ravens.
They'll go play action. Howard. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on third down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on it.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive. 3rd and 1. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Warren running between the tackles. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On play action, here's Howard. Buying some time left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Howard now to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
A loss of 4 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
Before they can run a play on 4th down, we have a timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. A very short kick here from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Into the hands of Walker. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
From the gun, Jackson. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And this is going to be cut for two, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a one-score game.
Ravens 22.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Kent on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Third and just 2 to go. Back to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And Howard wisely avoids taking a hit at the end of what was a nice productive run. Gets him a first down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Put the body on the line for his team.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Trying the left side with Warren. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Setting up to pass. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Nate Wiggins has got it!
Okay, you know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time, in the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
He'll look to throw it. The left side caught by Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And we're down to 26 seconds on the clock after that spike. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! No, we changed it. Sit hot!
Here he is to throw. This is Cox. That's Walker. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The ball on the 13. Once again, it's second and 10.
Sit hot! 180! Finish up! We changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. And they're still like block. He brings in the touchdown, and now they've got a shot to force overtime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
All right, they got the touchdown, but that was only half of it. So now they need this two-point conversion, or this one's over.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
180! Finish up! Sit hot!
Lamar off the play fake. And he's taken down. The defense maintains the two-point lead.
Score, Steelers 30, Ravens 28.
So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
First and 10 now from the 46. Trying the left side with Johnson. And they get to him before he can reach the end zone, Brock. No touchdown on our final play. This